How's it going? This is Matthew. This is an ASMR video. I will be reviewing in this video a coffee maker. It is the Cuisinart Perfect Temp 12 Cup Programmable Thermal Coffee Maker DCC 3400C series. So you might not be interested in viewing a review in ASMR form when somebody is whispering or speaking softly or making other sounds that some people might find a bit strange, and I can understand that. In that case, I have you covered. You can just check out my other video. I'll try to leave a link in this video, or you can just go into my YouTube channel and check it out. So in that video, I'll do a straight up review of this coffee maker, so not in ASMR form, and you can just check that out. So this video is, the main purpose is for relaxation, this ASMR video, but you maybe want to listen to a review in ASMR and you're seriously interested in buying a coffee maker, and that's okay too. Okay, so let's get into it. So I'll start this up. Okay, so I paid about $140 Canadian for this coffee maker. I got it at Hudson's Bay. Now, as that screenshot from Amazon shows you, you can get it for $126 US. I'm using US because most of my viewers will be from the US, I think. That shipping price is a little high, but I think that's to ship to Canada. So if you're from the US, you probably will pay less than that. Okay, check it out. Here is the carafe, or the pot. So, looks to be stainless steel to me. It has an ergonomical handle, meaning that it is easy on the body. It is a 12-cup thermal carafe. It's double wall insulated, meaning that it's going to help to keep your coffee hot for a longer time. So that's cool. I find that it keeps the coffee hot for quite a while. I like the carafe. Now let's go ahead and open it up. So what do we got here? Here is the filter, the water filter, charcoal water filter that just helps to keep the water clean. That's cool. Let's go ahead and dump a glass of water into the coffee maker. So I dumped it into the reservoir with the glass. Maybe I'll explain later. Okay, here comes the water, not the water filter, the coffee ground filter. You can just go ahead and dump the coffee grounds into there, and then you don't need to use the paper filters. You don't need to buy them. And you could say it's easier on the environment, right? Because you can just rinse out that filter after you're done using it. And here's, I think they call it the filter holder or something like that. Yeah, so anyways, moving on. Here we have the water level indicator for the reservoir. Of course, probably know what this is. As you can see, it is 12 cups. Here is just the little warming plate there, which does get hot, and then it cools down automatically. Yeah, so that's pretty good. And this part is just to show you that the carafe kind of fits snugly onto that warming plate. that's why I added this shot in. It's the brown piece there with all the holes in it. That's where the hot water comes out of course, so it might matter to some people what kind of a shower head the coffee maker has, so this one seems like a good one to me. Not sure. It works for me. Here's all the buttons. Pretty cool. Yep, so they turn blue when you press them, which is kind of cool. Or the little light around the button, I should say, turns blue. So, what do we got here? We're going to go ahead and press bold, which will make a strong cup of coffee. And that does actually work quite well, I find. There, I just pressed brew. So we're going to be brewing a cup of coffee. Oh, that is the fan in the background. Ooh, that's pretty loud. That's my furnace fan you're hearing blowing. Hopefully you like that sound. Anyway. Okay. So I find it pretty soothing. But look, okay, take a look here. So we have clean, that will shine red when it is ready to be cleaned, and then you can press the clean button and the coffee maker will clean itself. 1 to 4, that means 1 to 4 cups. That's if you're brewing a small pot of coffee. There's auto on, well that's to program the coffee maker so it will make a pot of coffee for you automatically at a future time. Okay, so here in this video I actually turned the beeping off because it's an ASMR video and the beeping doesn't go well with an ASMR video. So, but the coffee maker will beep when it has finished brewing your coffee, which is quite a nice touch. Okay, so what do we have here? We have some buttons, and we're going to go ahead and program the clock, and you do that by holding down the minute button there, and then the digits will flash, and then you just type hour in, minute in, and then leave it alone for a second, and it will set. Here you do the same thing with hour. You're going to hold down the hour button, okay? Then the digits will flash, and you know it's ready to go, and then you can select a minute, select hour to set the clock, leave it alone for a minute, or I mean not a minute, but less than a minute, and then the digits will stop flashing, and then you'll be good to go. The clock will be set. It's quite easy. You know, I don't like changing the clock on microwaves and stoves and car stereos and stuff like that, but I was worried that this was going to be difficult, but it wasn't. It was very easy for me to change the clock on here, so that's really nice indeed. I really like that. Okay, let's see here what's going on here. So over here I'm gonna go ahead and program. Okay, hour, minute. Yes, we are programming it for the automatic brewing. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. So the automatic brewing is like, you know, you can go ahead and add some coffee grounds, add some water to the reservoir, program it for automatic brewing, and then for instance, if you program it at night and do what I said with adding the coffee grounds and such, you can program it so that it'll brew automatically for 7 o'clock in the morning the next day. It'll brew the coffee pot for you. So here I am again, just doing the automatic, programming it for automatic, and then the auto on button will come on. That's what it's all about. Auto on button is our automatic coffee brewing. So it just flashes on like that, you see. Okay, and then I hit the tone button, and what that will do is it will stop the beeping. You know, like when the coffee pot is ready, and it's finished brewing, it will beep 5 times, like I said earlier. Well, that is to prevent that from happening if you don't like the beeping. If you find it annoying, or you just turn it on by pressing auto on there. Turn it off by pressing auto on again. Here is the instruction booklet. This might be a little bit of a boring section for some, but I thought it was important because some instruction booklets, as you probably know, are kind of hard to read. This was not difficult to read. The explanations were clear. It was just easy to understand. I liked it, and I'm just going through it here just to kind of show you, or just to allow people to pause the video if they want, so they can just read through the instruction booklet. Now I'm going to give the pour a cup of coffee here. So it pours pretty nicely, as you can see, I think, but it does splash just a little bit out of that spout too. I don't know if you saw that or not, but taking a sip of coffee here, that's pretty nice and decent tasting cup of coffee. Okay, so now I would give the coffee 9 out of 10. This coffee maker, 9 out of 10. 10 being perfect. So it just, coffee maker looks nice. It comes with that stainless steel carafe. Oh, by the way, I was thinking that I should have bought a see-through carafe, like with a glass carafe. That way you can tell how much coffee is in the carafe at all times, and that could be more convenient. But after buying this one, I didn't feel that I needed a see-through carafe. You just kind of get the feel for it, so it's good. Yeah, so I think this is a pretty good coffee maker. It comes with that coffee ground filter that allows you to make the coffee without having to use the paper filters, so you don't have to buy the paper filters too. And one could say it's easier on the environment. Then again, I find myself having to rinse that filter off after I use it with water. And if you're using paper filters, maybe you don't have to rinse and do any rinsing there. So it's hard to say, because with this filter now I'm using water, and I wouldn't be using water if I had the paper filters. So is it really easier on the environment? It's hard to say, but maybe somebody out there has a different idea of how to clean the filters, and so you can tell me if you have that. That makes a decent tasting cup of coffee. I do find the different features really cool to use, like the automatic brewing, and I like how I actually haven't used that much yet, but I probably will in the future. I like how it beeps to tell you when it's ready. I am going to knock a point off though, because you have to tip that carafe at a pretty extreme angle to get 100% of that coffee out of there. I can tell you that much. Like, if you're trying to get the last little bit out of there, it's kind of difficult to get it out, and there is a little bit of splashing when you are pouring it. A little bit of splashing coming out of the bottom. Wow, actually I'm already at 15 minutes, and that is my limit since I'm not a YouTube partner yet, so I